Hey everyone, Mr. Browning M1911 here, and Lucky, and he's over there on the rocking chair, just plowed out, so he's probably not interested in this one today. Today I got a different kind of video that I just want to kind of share with everybody, with my viewers, subscribers. I don't know if anyone's really interested in this, but this is something I like to share. I'm kind of a fanatic on history, and I kind of collect a lot of stuff from history. And one thing I like to collect is, of course, currency and coins. Foreign currency, American currency, foreign coins, and American coins. Interesting thing is that you can tell a lot about a country and its people and its culture actually from its currency, and even in some cases its coins. So this is one of the reasons why I like collecting this kind of stuff. So I felt like I wanted to share this with you today. And, well, let's go ahead and open this book up here and start showing you. Most of the currency in here I tried to put in by country in alphabetical order. However, some currency is going to be out of order. And then I'm just going to go over each group here, give you the denomination, year, things of that nature. So let's get started here. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm using a different camera today and whatnot. Let's kind of focus out a little bit here. There we go. There we go. We'll adjust the camera here a little bit. There we go. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. Sorry about the glare on some of this. I got a light bulb right over me. I'll just do it that way there. So the first set here, or the first page, is from Afghanistan. We have a 1 Afghani note from 2002, a 50 Afghanis from 2002, another 50 Afghanis from 1979, and a 100 Afghanis from 1991. So a little bit of a difference between them. 2002, of course, is after U.S. forces went into Afghanistan. 1979, pretty much right around the time Soviet forces went in. And 1991, just shortly after Soviet forces got out of Afghanistan. And here are the back of the notes, if you can kind of see them. Sorry I can't, zoom in on them and stuff like that. I'd be moving the camera all over the place. So there's those ones. And then we have another set, or well, 2 more Afghani notes. I'm going to turn this up a little bit here. Just kind of like show here. And this one here is 1,000 Afghanis from 1991 and 10,000 Afghanis from 1979. And then the one below it right there is Argentina. Okay, so we have 1 peso from 1974. And, oops, I had to lift it, didn't I? Yeah, get that glare out of there. Okay. And then, of course, the back side here. Oh. The back of the notes. Alright. And then here we have some more from Argentina. This one here is a little bit hard to see. Maybe I might try something here. Kind of strange. Okay, yeah, there we go. Here we have, 1 peso from 1951, a 1 peso from 1991, and then this here is an interesting one. This is from the province of Tucumán, Argentina, and then this one is an Austral, basically 1 Austral. And then here we have another one, 1 Austral from 1985. This one is from 1991. Okay. And then here we have the backs. Kind of neat. Unfortunately, this may turn into several videos. All right, next set, Argentina again, and we have 10 Australis from 1985, 10 pesos from 1973, and 50 Australis from 1985. And here are the backs. Okay. Now, of course, some of these I have in 3-note plastics and some in 4-note, only because of the different sizes of the notes. And here we have Australia. Come on now. So we have a $1 note from 1979, a $2 note from 1985, and another $2 note from 1979. And here we have the backs. So, and then we get into Austria. Okay, this is a 1 krone from 1922. This is a 10 kronen, or 10 kronen, from 1922. And then 20 shilling, 20 shilling, from 1956. So you kind of see how, even over time, countries will change their currency type and just try to, change things up. This is from the Bahamas. This is a $0.50 or 50 cents. Queen Elizabeth II on there. Here are the backs. So that one has nothing on the back. This one here. And then the shilling, this one here. Definitely circulated. You can see the folds in there. The interesting thing is that some of the currency I have in here is uncirculated, almost uncirculated, and then of course circulated. And then here we've got another set here. This one is also from Bahamas. This one was commemorative. This is commemorating Christopher Columbus finding the Caribbean. And then this is from Belarus after they broke away from the Soviet Union. This one here's a $1 note. And then this one here is 50 kopek, 3 rubles, and 5 rubles. And I like the way they use the animals on there. Here's the back of the $1 note. This is a really beautiful note. I really like this note. The backside of the Belarus. And next page here we have more Belarus. We have a 10 ruble, 25 ruble, 100 ruble, and 1,000 ruble. Okay, now these rubles up here and the ones on the previous page are all from 1992, and this one down here is from 1998. Okay, and then the back side again, and you can see how countries just change their currency quite a bit over time. And of course, most of these types of currency are no longer used by many of these countries. Then we have Belgium here. 2 of them here. These are 20 francs, both from 1964. You can see that this one here is well used. This one here is, it's circulated, but it's in better shape. And then here I have a 50 franc, also circulated. This one here is from Biafra. Can't pronounce it. A £1 note. This is uncirculated. This one here is from 66. This one here is from 1968. And then you can see the back here. Boy, that note is really bad. Okay. Really nice notes. And of course, by collecting a lot of this currency, I find out about countries I never even heard of. I thought I knew everything, but I don't. Now, these ones here are from Bosnia Herzegovina. So here I have a 1 dinar and a 10 dinar. And then this next one here is also Bosnia Herzegovina, but it's Serbia. Okay. And this one too is a 10 dinar. And these are all from 1992. And then I have Brazil. I have a 1 milreis from 1926. And somebody, of course, signed something across here. This one is circulated, but it's in really good shape. Here's the back side here. Okay. And I really, really like the Brazilian notes, and that's what we're going into next here. Okay. These are all older Brazilian notes. So we have 1 Cruzeiro from 1943, 2 Cruzeiros from 1943, 5 from 1962, and another one from 1964. And these two here are circulated, of course. You can see all the folds and stuff. These two are uncirculated. I mean, they are in really good shape. And anytime you want to look at these more closely or whatnot, just pause the video and you'll be able to see them. Here we have another 5 Cruzeiros, which is from 1962, uncirculated. Here we have a 10 Cruzeiros uncirculated. Here we have another 10. This one's from 63. This one's from 67. You can see the colored variations on both. Both are uncirculated. This is a 50 from 1966. And I have noticed, of course, that here on these two, you know, there's a stamp mark. You can see the back here. These are really beautiful notes. I really think they are. Okay. And then you can kind of see here how Brazil also changed its notes. Oops. Uh-oh, something's not working here. There we go. Got back into focus here. Okay, this is a 1,000 Cruzeiros, 1967. 50 Cruzados, 1986. And then 100 Cruzados from 1986. Just slightly different. You can see this 1,000 one is really used. Not in very good shape. But great for the collection. Okay. And then, of course, we have a 200 Cruzeiros, 1984. Another 200. And then 500 Cruzados. And this one's 1990. This one is 1986. And here are the reverse. So, really nice notes. This is probably going to have to end up in several videos because I got limited time on this camera, unfortunately. Here's 1,000 and 1,000. Both are from, well, this one's from 91, 90, and 1990. And here from 1988. Okay. 10,000 Cruzados, 1989. 10,000 Cruzeiros, 1993. And a 1 Cruzeiros from 1980. Here we have Bolivia. Okay. 1 Boliviano, 1928. 2 of them here from 1928. And then here we have a 1,000 Bolivianos from 1982. And then, of course, from Brunei, 1 ringgit or $1. Okay, 1972. Here are the backs. These ones are actually uncirculated. This one is actually uncirculated. This one's well used. Now, some of these notes I've actually collected myself when I was in the Navy and went to different countries. And then some of these, they were given to me by other people. But here's Bulgaria. Now, the rest of these are all the Bulgarian notes, with the exception of one, are going to be 1951. So these are from when Bulgaria was a communist nation. So these two are 3 leva, and interesting, they have they're in sequential order. And then 5 leva, also in sequential order. And here on the back we have the hammer and sickle. Okay, now Bulgaria in 1951, actually these notes were printed by the Soviet Union. Bulgaria, I guess, at the time did not have the ability to print their own money, so the Soviet Union did it for them. Here we have 10 leva, and these are all 10 leva notes. Some of these notes are in sequential order, like these two here. Oops, sorry. And this is one of the, I guess, founding fathers of the Communist Party in Bulgaria. Like I said again, these are all 1951, so these are 10 levas again. Okay, and then here we have a 20 leva from Bulgaria after the fall of the Soviet Union. This one here is from 1991. So, more Bulgarian. These are 25 leva. So again, all 3 of these are in sequential order. Really nice. More again, 25 leva, 25, and then this one's a 100 leva note. Okay. And look at the nice color on that one there. And then the last one here is a 200 leva note, also 1951. And then here we have Burma, one Kayet, 1965. And then Cambodia, this is a .2 reals from 1979. And there's the back of the 200. And one Kayet. Okay. And more Cambodia. This one's a 1 real Cambodian note. This is 100 reals. This one's from 79. This is from 1972. And this one is also from 1972. Kind of interesting how they printed different forms of currency in the same year. And the Cambodian ones are really beautiful notes. And another Cambodian. This one is also from 1972. This one's from 2001. And this one is also from 1972. This is a 1,000 reals. Okay, more Cambodia. This is a 500 reals from 1990, and another 500 from 2002. And here we have an older Canadian $2 bill from 1937, King George, and then Chile. This one here is a 1/2 escudo. Very well used on those. The 1/2 escudo is from 1962. Here we have more from Chile. 1 escudo, 1962. 5 pesos from 1975. 5 escudos here, both from 1962. Unfortunately, these aren't in sequential order. And here we go. Alright. My camera is going to be stopping here pretty soon, so I'll end up having to go to a second video. Okay, here's some more from Chile. 5 pesos, 1960. 10 escudos from 1973. 50 pesos, 1960. And 100 pesos from 1960. And there's just the back. These are really nice notes too. And then another one from Chile. This is from 1971. This is a 500 escudos. And then we move into China. So I kind of put all the Chinese ones together, whether they were nationalist Chinese or communist Chinese, it didn't matter. So here's a 1-cent note from 1939. This is a 1 fen. This is what they consider China's People Republic. 1 fen note, 1953. A 2 fen note from 1953. And we'll just take a look at the back there. Alright, and then of course, this one is a 5 fen. This one here is a 1,000 gold units from 1930. This one is in uncirculated condition. And then we have a 500 won from 1945. So these will both be national Chinese. And here we get into the communist Chinese. This is 1 jiao from 1980. And here are the backs. More Chinese. Another 1 jiao from 1980. This one here is a 1 won, or yuan, 1980. And then another yuan from 1999 and 20 from 2005. Now these jiaos and then these two here were sent to me by a friend who currently lives in South Korea. I just kind of sent him a text message and said, hey, since you're in China, give me some notes. Alright, and then I got another one here. This is a really big one. Oops. Here. It's another, this is a 10 gold units from 1930. This one is in circulated condition, so it does have some folds in it. Here we have Colombia, 1 peso oro, 1959, and then another one from Colombia, 5 peso oro, 1961. And you just see this back there. These Colombian notes are really nice looking. Okay, another Colombian note, 10 pesos oro. And then here's one of my favorite notes, Costa Rica. This one is 5 colones, 1975. And this is from Cuba, 1949. So pre-Castro. And look at the back on that one right there. That one there just has a lot of beautiful color. I really like that note. And then, of course, the Cuban one. Next is Dominican Republic. This is 1 peso oro, Dominican Republic, 1980. And the second one is 1984. Then this is the East Caribbean Currency Authority. Just a group of islands in the East Caribbean that got together and, basically created a form of currency. All of them, of course, are under British authority, territories of the United Kingdom. And this one's a $1 note, very young Queen Elizabeth II. And here is a $5 note. So this one is from 1965, 1988. And here are the backs of those. Really nice notes. And then, of course, we have some more East Caribbean Authority. This one here is a $5 note from 2000, $10 from 2000, and then $20 from 1988. And then here we have 5 sucres from Ecuador, 1988. And here we have a 10 sucres, 1988, 5,000 sucres from 1995, and then we've got Egypt, 5 piastres, 1961, and then 10 piastres from 1997. And there's just the backs of those. These ones here are in uncirculated condition. This one is in uncirculated condition. And this one's in circulated condition, but very nice. More Egyptian. Here's another 10 piastres, 25 piastres, and 50 piastres. This one here, of course, is 1961, 1985, and 1985. And then here we have a 1 pound note. From 1978. Okay. And then another Egyptian note here. It's just another 1 pound note. Really well used from 1978. Then we have a British 10 shilling note from 1946. Ethiopia. 1978. This is a 1 birr, and then a 20 euro note from 2002. And I don't know about anybody else, but that 20 euro note is kind of bland. Okay, now we have France. Okay, these are much older notes. This is 5 francs. This is roughly from 1941 to 1950. This is another 5 francs, 1916 to 1937. And then a 10 francs with some kind of writing on it, 1941 to 1950. And here are the backs of those. So some of these may have been around in World War II or just after World War II. The Vichy government. And here we have some more francs. And I've got about a minute left on this one here. So here is an APC. This is an Allied printed currency printed by the United States. And it is 2 francs. And we have 10 francs and 50 francs. This one's from 1944. 1962 to 1979, and 1968 to 1997. And there's the backs there. Alright. We'll be back momentarily here, and I'll get started on the other set here.